Welcome back to the channel, guys. Got a pretty cool one for you today if you've seen in the thumbnail. So we got some Call of Duty guns here. Now that's what kind of been my whole basis of my channel, and whenever I started collecting guns in the first place was to get guns that I had seen on my favorite video game. So there's a new one out called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and there's some guns in there that actually resemble real life guns, and that's what we have here today. Just a few of them. I don't have a lot of those just because some of those cost a lot of money. So this is the X12 in Call of Duty, which in real life is the Glock 17 or the Glock 45. I think that one's kind of a mix between the two, but the one in the game resembles this Glock 17, so that's what we have here today. So this chambered in 9mm. We'll take a few shots with it. Little lock back. Pretty fun little gun, just your average Glock though, but I mean a Glock is a Glock, so there's that. Then we've got the 50 GS. Now everybody knows this thing for being the Desert Eagle by IWI or Magnum Research, but in the game they call it the 50 GS. No idea what GS stands for, but nevertheless 50 AE. Might have to take it off safety. Oh, this gun's got a lot of kick. Stovepipe. That ain't good. Some Desert Eagles can tend to have a lot of problems, so forgive us for that one. And good old lock back on that one. That could have just been the ammo too, running cheap ammo out of it today. Close that one, but anyways, that's those two. Next, you got the Basilisk. Now, I do not like shooting this gun that much because of obvious reasons. It's 500 Magnum. There's a lot of kick, but for you guys, I will. So, Basilisk in real life is Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum, and it's extremely fun to shoot. No kick at all. Oh yeah, that's right. It's not bad, I promise. I love it. Love it so much that I'm glad I don't have any more rounds. That's the Basilisk. So, next, in the game, it's called the M4, which this is just an FN-15AR. And FN does have or used to, I don't know if they still do or not, but had a good portion in making the barrels and whatnot for the M4s that actually are in the military. So, this is the closest representation we could have. Not full auto, but you know what? It'll work. So, chambered in 5.56. Take a few shots out of this. Might help if we seat the mag. Started to wonder how many rounds we had loaded up in there. Good old FN. Y'all haven't noticed on this channel, that's probably one of my favorite brands, if not my favorite. Next, the old Kastov 7.62. Now I'm gonna guess that they say Kastov in relation to Kalashnikov, however you say it, but which is the original maker of the AK-47. So in the game, it's called the Kalashnikov 7.62. 7.62 meaning 7.62 by 39 on the rounds. So pretty cool little gun. I mean, it's an AK. AK is an AK. And if you want to, I guess we could say this is just one of the blueprints. I mean, whatever. But take her off safety. Try her out. I actually really like this gun. Didn't load it very heavy. No last round bolt hold open on the old AK. This one is one I've actually been pretty excited to put on the channel. So we just got this, and as you can see, that's the good old FN PS90. Now in the game they call it the PDSW 528, I believe. No idea what that means, because PDSW, I guess you could say personal defense short weapon, but PDW is personal defense weapon. So, but anyways, we got the P90, and we got the EOTech E-Flex slapped on there as well. So So this one's chambered in good old awesome little round, 5.7 by 28. Kind of cool. You can see that round's facing up towards the bottom of the mag, but if you look in the magazine, they turn sideways while they go in. Really neat, kind of a cool feature of this gun, and I'm surprised they made it run as well as it does when you put it on fire. This gun does not move at all. I think I only got like a couple more rounds. We might as well shoot them. Or I don't have any. That's fine too. This one doesn't really have a bolt hole open either, but even if it did, you wouldn't be able to see. Kind of cool. For people that don't know out there, that open hole at the bottom is actually where the spent brass just falls out. So if you're reloading ammo, there you go. Makes it a lot easier to keep up with that brass. Up next, we've got the good old Kriss Vector. I love this one, and a lot of you will realize or recognize this gun, excuse me, as the Fennec, which is probably the most overpowered SMG in the game, if I had to say, but makes me happy because I really like this gun. So let's show y'all why I like this gun so much. I don't need the Air Pro, by the way, because I am running the suppressor on it, but I don't want to take it off and put it back on. I guess we shot some of that ammo earlier. Anyways, you can see it's really quiet. This one is chambered in 45 ACP. You can get them in 9mm, 10, 22 as well. So if you ever can get one, I highly recommend it. And last, but definitely not least, one of my favorites, the Scar 17. Now in the game, it's called the TAC-V. We've also got a suppressor on this one too, because you can also do that in the game, so why not? But super awesome gun. It's probably been in most Call of Duties that have any kind of modern weapons in them. And even with the guns that have, or the Call of Duties that have futuristic weapons, they somehow try to replicate this gun. But this Scar 17 piston driven system, really cool gun. Chambered in 7.62 by 51. Sorry, I had to figure that out in my head real quick. But 308 for those who don't know. A little bit differences there. I wouldn't fire 308 out of a 7.62 gun, but I mean, you do what you want to with your gun, I guess. I'm gonna stop there because I can't afford to shoot a whole lot of ammo. But anyways, guys, we just want to do a quick rundown with all the Call of Duty guns that I have from the new one. It's an awesome game. I think they've been doing better at keeping it updated for those of you that actually do play it. But just so y'all can see them in real life, there you go. We appreciate you watching the channel. If you would, check out that Patreon. Please subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.